Yeah, the last people that I picked up were Asian, so I threw on some Chinese music, and we're like, oh my god, this guy is playing the system. 5-star rating right now. What's up, everyone? How's it going? It's YourEverydayFoodie here, back with another mukbang, and today we are having a place called Portillo'S. So this is a place that is originally from Chicago. So if you're out in Chicago or in the Illinois area, you're probably familiar with this. But they had recently, maybe within the past 3-ish years, brought this to Arizona. So I've been really wanting to try this out. So let's run through what we have going on and then jump right in. So first, we have our Char-Grilled Maxwell Street Polish sausage, which I believe it is this one right here. Yeah, this one right here. And then on this side, we have our bratwurst, which is in celebration of Oktoberfest that's going on. So they have this, which is a special item right here. You got some sauerkraut on top, and I believe either some type of spicy mustard or Dijon mustard. And then we have a jumbo classic hot dog, which is the Chicago style, which has their super green dyed relish. I'm pretty sure it has dye in there. And then you got tomatoes, onions, a whole dill pickle, some peppers, mustard, and no ketchup, because they don't have ketchup with their hot dogs. I do though, but I'm gonna leave it off for now. And then we have our jumbo chili cheese dog right here. And then right here in the middle, we have our beef and cheddar croissant, which is, I got it slightly wet style, which means they put some more au jus in the middle. And if you eat in the restaurant itself, they actually offer an option which is called dipped, where they just take this whole thing and just dip it right into the gravy that's there. So that's another level that I'm just not ready for right now. But without further ado, let's dig right in. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this croissant back here, because I've been wanting to try it out. It's smothered. I'm sure you can see it up in the front too. You got some cheddar cheese. I didn't get any peppers on it, but you got the shredded beef in there. So let's give this a try. That is solid. That is solid. I don't know how this compares to like the Real Deal in Chicago, but it's the same chain. It's a massive croissant roll. Super flaky, super buttery. And honestly, if I was eating at the place, I'd probably get this thing dipped. Just soak it up in all that flavor. Okay. Let's move this down. Actually, I just leave it right there. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, you know what? Let me go in for this one. I'm going to show you. Let's move this back. So take a look at this. This, like, look at that. That is definitely dyed green relish right there, because I've never seen relish that like vibrant. So let's give this a try. This is like their classic hot dog that they have. That is solid. And I love this bun. I don't know if you can see it on this side actually. It's a poppy seed bun. Super soft, feels very like fresh. Made in house. That is solid. Okay, now let's go in for this bratwurst. Right here, it's got some sauerkraut, some spicy mustard or Dijon on that side. Oops, whoop, there it goes. Alrighty. Let's give this a try. In celebration of Oktoberfest right here. You know it's a solid bratwurst when you can actually see the bits and pieces of meat in there. It's not like completely ground out. You can actually see the bits. That is solid. Okay, making our way down. Let's I'm gonna try this out for the last because I've been craving this so much, so I know I'm gonna love this, but let's give this a try over here. This is very, very much so char-broiled. Let's open that up. Yeah, I don't think there's any sauce or anything. I think it's just grilled onions and super, super char-broiled sausage. Now that is freaking delicious. Wow. Take a look at that. I know the outside looks completely like burnt to a crisp, but that char on there adds so much flavor to it, man. Like, look at that char. And look at the inside. That is solid. That's perfect. Okay. Right, what I've been waiting for. Right here. Oh, that's some solid chili right there. Look at the chunks of beans in there. You actually got some meat. Oh. Cheese is just oozing. Okay. Some thick pieces of onions too. Can you hear that? That is a solid chili cheese dog right here. If this is anything close to like the original, then this is a solid place. This definitely needs more like gravy or au jus. You can get a side of it and dip it in yourself, but I want to go and eat it at the place and get this whole thing just like completely smothered and then dip it in the whole sauce itself. It's too good though. Let me know in the comments down below. If you're from Chicago, are these are definitely dyed, right? There's no way. Oops, there goes the pepper. There's no way that this relish is that green. No way. Let me know in the comments down below if they dye it or put some like food coloring in it. Because it's like seeping onto the bread itself too. That is for sure like dyed. Even as how charbroiled this is, the flavor doesn't compare to this one over here. It's still good, but that char does not compare to this one. So a funny little story of this past weekend. So as some of you or most of you know, last week was my birthday. So I just went out to dinner with my friends, but on the weekend we actually celebrated it. And so we went out, and then on the way back we called an Uber coming back, and it was funny. So all of us are Indian that I went out with, and our Uber driver was African. And the funniest thing happened. So we get into the Uber, and we're all just talking, and the dude just bumping some music, and we're like, wow, this is pretty cool jam. Like, what is this? And so on his like navigation screen, we're like reading it. I'm like, wait, is this like an Indian song? And so we're like, well, this is an Indian song. So we're all jamming to it. We're like, dang, I didn't know you listen to this kind of music. And so we're having a good time. And then a next song comes on, and it's an Indian song too. We're like, what the hell's going on? Like, what are the chances that our Uber driver picks up a bunch of Indians and also is into Indian music, you know? We're like, damn, dude, like you're listening to Indian music, like you like this stuff? I didn't know that. And he's like, oh, like I put this music because I knew you guys were Indian, so I knew you guys would like it. And we're like, oh, whoa, thanks, man, that's great, you know? And then he proceeds to say, yeah, the last people that I picked up were Asian, so I threw on some Chinese music. And we're like, oh my God, this guy is playing the system. 5-star rating right now. It's hilarious that like based on who's in his car, he gears his music towards them, which is great. But it's so funny that he did that. And like for 10 minutes we thought this guy was totally into Indian music. I mean, he loved the music, but he was playing it threw a playlist on because of us. And so what was funny is that one of my friends, he was like, oh, you know, if you want to hear some good Indian music, like one of our friends, she's like a really good singer. She has a couple music videos and a couple songs that she's thrown out there. So like she was in the car with us. And so he's like, oh, like, do you have an aux cord? Like, let me play these for you. And our friend, she's like classically trained, very beautiful singer. And so he threw on some of her music. And I think our Uber driver was like a little low-key shook. He was like, whoa, 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 like, who did I just pick up? Like, who are these people in this car? First, I just thought they were indie people, and all of a sudden they're throwing on some music videos and like singing and all that stuff. And so he was like, oh, wait, are you on like Spotify or something? Or like iTunes? Like, what's going on here? And so he's like, yeah, I think it's on Spotify and iTunes, things like that. We can also find it on YouTube. And you just see this guy with his phone out, picking out Shazam and trying to Shazam the song and try to figure out what it was and everything. It was awesome. And then we just switched the music up like completely, right? To like some like hip hop, rap, stuff like that. And this guy, I think he was just astounded by our music selection for some reason, because he just had his phone out. He was just Shazamming everything that was playing in the car. So funny. And then before we got out of the Uber, I was like, hey, do you like food videos or like food stuff like that? He's like, oh yeah, I love it. And so I told him my channel. And before he even looked at anything, he just like subbed right away. He's like, oh, I'm going to go back and watch these. I'll make sure to watch them. I'm like, oh, sweet. Awesome. So if you're watching this, man, yeah, great Uber driver right there, man. That was awesome. I feel like he thought we were like superstars or something. He's just like, mind was blown. It was just funny. He's like so confused. He's like looking back, like looking at the girl, and he's like, "This is you? This is you? Wow." But that's my little story of the weekend. Let me know in the comments below an interesting or like crazy or funny Uber or Lyft ride experience that you've had. Because I'm interested to know. The one thing I always ask when we're going out, and if we order like a Lyft or Uber or whatever, I always ask them, what is the craziest thing that you've witnessed? Because there are some crazy freaking stories out there, man. People are wilding out in Uber rides and Lyft rides. They have no chill. So let me know in the comments down below one of the like funny or interesting or crazy Uber and Lyft experiences that you've had. Maybe you're even a Uber or Lyft driver too. So if you are, like, let me know in the comments down below what your craziest experience that you've had driving someone around. This is by far my favorite. I would say like, well, I'm really obsessed with chili cheese dogs. I don't know why, but this is my favorite for sure. My second favorite would have to have been this, the super like burnt char-broiled one over here. But the cheese on this thing is legit. Even though it tastes like some type of Kraft cheese, it's still really like ooey and gooey. Last bite right here. Man, I did not anticipate eating all of that food right there. I thought I'd at least maybe finish 3 of those, but I finished all that and the croissant sandwich. So, wow, kind of impressed by myself by finishing all that. And I am so stuffed right now. So, oh, that was Portillo'S. If you're in the Chicago area, let me know how you enjoyed that place. I don't know if it's the same as it is out here versus there. It's the same exact place, quality-wise, I don't know, but let me know if you've had this before, and also if you're in the Arizona area, it's here as well. If you haven't already, go down below and smash that thumbs up button, and if you're new to my channel and have yet to subscribe, go down below and also hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon next to it to be notified when I be posting my next video. And with that, as always, I hope all of you are having a wonderful day and a beautiful week, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Peace.